You guys gonna do it tonight or what?
Stop!
The hell is that?
What does he want?
Can we help you?
Well, maybe we're on his property.
I'm gonna turn your lights off.
That guy was a freak.
So let's get out of here. All right, let's go.
Come on, he's gone. You see anybody?
No, nobody.
Hello?
I don't think anyone's here.
Hey, there's that house of wax. It is wax. Literally.
This is weird.
Looks like a hell of a party. Look how detailed this is. Tell me this doesn't look real.
They're saying that that's a real person underneath.
They're all wax, everyone! Help! Please, somebody! They're out there, you gotta be careful.
I am being careful.
What's going on?
Alright, are we live, folks? Can you all see me? Can you all hear me? All that good stuff? Did the trailer play okay? No issues with that? You can see and hear the trailer just fine? Let's see, who's in the chat tonight? I know Mike's in here, Drew's in here, crew members in here, hell yeah. Now, I know Drew and crew member need a few minutes to get settled, so we're going to give them a couple minutes. You guys ready for this? I am. I'm excited about this one. I think I say that for every watch party that we've done so far, but I am. I love this movie, as you'll find out tonight. Yeah, I unapologetically love this movie. I legit think this is a great fucking movie. So I'm excited to dive right into it. But we're not going to dive right into it just yet. If you guys know me, gotta have Mountain Dew. And then I got Reese's Pieces. That'll be my snacking for the night, as usual, lately, right? Hang on, let me see if I can fix this. There we go, that's better. Okay. So, before we start the movie, you guys know I like to get into housekeeping, what's coming out within the next week or two on the channel, what videos you guys should be looking out for. And of course, there's going to be some stuff that I'm not planning and I just happen to do. So, like, for instance, I've been way behind on 2020 horror movies this year so far. So I'm trying to play a little bit of catch up. So when I watch a movie, I'll probably review it, and then like stuff like that you'll see on the channel. That's completely unplanned. Like I have my review for You Should Have Left on the channel now. If you guys want to see that, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that right now. Go watch my review for further details. But yeah, as you guys know, it's Saturday night. I'd start this thing live from New York. It's Saturday night, but I'm not in New York, so that wouldn't work. Yes, it is Saturday night. It's August 1st, 8:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you guys are new to the channel, if this is your first watch party, every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we usually just hang out, kick back, relax, and watch a movie. And this week's movie we're watching, House of Wax from 2005, the remake. A lot of people don't know this movie's a remake, which is very interesting. The Vincent Price original one, it's a very different movie. This remake pretty much only took the name and then changed everything else. Kind of like what the Prom Night remake did. They just took the name, changed everything else about it. But yeah, the Vincent Price one, I like for what it is. But if I had to pick between the original and the remake, I personally would pick the remake. So yeah, that's the one we were watching tonight. And like I said, we do this every Saturday night. So what's next week's watch party going to be? What are we going to watch next week? Well, I'll tell you. Next week, Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be watching. You guys ready? The Craft. That's right, The Craft from I think 96 or 97. It's got Fairuza Balk in there, Nev Campbell's in there, Skeet Ulrich is in there. Robin Tooney, I think that's her name. She played Veronica on Prison Break. She's in there. So that's what we will be watching next week. Another movie that I actually really enjoy. Doesn't really get talked about too often these days anymore. So we're gonna watch it and we're gonna talk about it. So there's that. And like I said, we do watch party Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But on Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is our weekly episode of Snyder Live. Usually for that, we just pick a main topic and we talk about that for like 2 hours. And this coming Monday, Snyder Live episode, I have not officially announced this yet, but this coming Monday's Snyder Live episode is going to be the Stream of Chucky. That's what we're calling it. We're going to talk about the Chucky character, and the Child's Play franchise as a whole, and we'll talk all our thoughts on Child's Play / Chucky, the good, the bad, the ugly. That's what we're going to talk about, and I chose the name Stream of Chucky. Obviously, I tried to be a little bit clever with my wordplay here, because there's got Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, Cult of Chucky, and now we have the Stream of Chucky. So there's that. There's been a couple of big announcements on the channel recently. First one up is start August 15th, which is a Saturday. We will be starting the Saw watch parties. This is going to be an 8-week event, people. 8 weeks of Saw coming your way, since I was going to review them, but then Spiral got delayed, so I'm decided to save my reviews until next year before the movie comes out. But I figured I can't wait a whole fucking year for some Saw content. So, as a big Saw fan, I'm going to give you guys a little gift this year. You guys are going to get some Saw content this year either way. And starting August 15th, we are going to watch one Saw movie a week for 8 weeks until we finish them all. And that starts Saturday, August 15th. So, I'd love to see you guys here for that if you guys can make it. Also, I just made another big announcement. Hollow Wednesday. Yes, Hollow Wednesday. If you guys did not see the announcement video, me and Filthy Dan over at Filthy Dan's Film Discussion have decided to collaborate on this project, collaborate with each other, and we are going to review the Halloween franchise. Again, one review a week will be dropping, and of course, like my Scream reviews, they'll have little skits with a loose story arc throughout the whole thing. And there's going to be some stuff you're going to need to want to watch my review for, some stuff you're going to want to watch his review for, so you'll get the full thing. You could still watch just one or the other, but, to get the full effect, the full story, if you will, you're going to want to watch both of them, because they're going to kind of go with each other a little bit. And there will be some jokes in here, but for the most part, at least my side of it, I'll be taking a pretty serious approach, and I think you guys are going to dig. I think if you're a Halloween fan, you're really going to dig the little mini story arc I have for Hollow Wednesday. So yeah, go check out Filthy Dan's Film Discussion channel. Go leave him a like and subscribe and all that, because he's going to be doing it with me. And that starts August 19th, which is a Wednesday, and they'll be dropping one Halloween review a week starting August 19th, and they'll drop on Wednesdays, hence the name Hollow Wednesdays. Alright. That's it for housekeeping, you guys. Like I said, if I watch another movie, like a catch-up movie, I'll review it and probably put it up on the channel. But other than that, that's it for housekeeping. Are you guys ready? Let's see. I know Drew and crew member needed a few extra minutes, so we'll see. Crew member says he's ready. If Drew is, is Drew ready? You ready? I'm ready. All right. So if you guys have not seen my watch parties before, this is how I like to do things around here. I like to usually if I have it on Blu-ray, which I do. So far I've had all these ones on Blu-ray. Ain't that crazy? But anyway, yeah. If I have the Blu-ray, I'll usually have the main menu up on the screen ready to go. And then I'll hit play on the menu, but don't hit play on your copy just yet. Just in case there's like some FBI warnings or like studio logos on the top of the film that may not be in like digital releases as opposed to physical releases, because sometimes those are different. So what I like to do is pause the movie at 0 minutes and 0 seconds in, and then that way I'll say 3, 2, 1, play, and then we'll all play it together, so we'll all be in sync. And if you have trouble getting in sync, there will be a timestamp counter on the screen underneath the poster in the middle. So that's where the time counter will be if you need help syncing yourselves back up. So I'm going to hit play on the menu yet, but don't hit play on your copy just yet, because I want to make sure I get it at 0 minutes and 0 seconds in. Yeah, okay, hang on. Let me see. Hitting play on the menu now. Okay. Let me just check. Okay. Got the movie paused at 0 minutes and 0 seconds in. We are ready to go. I am ready if you guys are ready. Mike says, I was born ready. As in Jason Bourne. I like that. Okay. So, let's get into it, guys. Without any further ado, you know how we usually do this. 3, 2, 1, and then we'll play together. That's how we do this. Got the remote ready. I better get my time counter ready, because that would be bad if I didn't. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and play. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We look ready to go. Let me turn this up now. Ah, that score. I want to say right off the bat, I don't remember who did the score for this movie, but it's fucking good. I love the score and the theme for this movie. I don't remember who did the score. I'll have to look when the credits start rolling at the end. But man, whoever did the score did a pretty good fucking job. I love the score for this movie. Like I said, I have a good time with this movie. I think it's highly underrated. I've been seeing more and more people talk about it lately, like Wolfman's Got Nards just recently reviewed it not too long ago, and I was pretty happy to see that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm glad this movie's starting to get talked about more. I've always loved this movie. I remember seeing this in theaters back in, like, 2005 when this came out. I remember I seen the trailer, and I thought, that looks like a fun movie. I want to go see that. And at that time, I had no idea about the original Vincent Price movie. Because I was a lot younger back then. I had not seen, or I didn't even know about the Vincent Price version. But I seen this trailer, and I was like, that looks good. I'm not too big on Paris Hilton being in it, but I'll go see it. And I went to the theater, and I walked out very pleasantly surprised. I adored this movie. I bought it on DVD when it came out. And then, of course, I upgraded to Blu-ray a little later on when I was starting to upgrade my DVDs to Blu-ray. Yeah, I love this film. I watch this at least a couple times a year. Like 2 or 3 times a year, probably, I watch this. I watch this quite often. And you know the weird thing? I've been noticing this lately, guys, especially the past couple weeks. I'll announce a watch party for something, and then, like, right after I make the announcement, like, I know the announcement before I make it, but, after I officially make the announcement for whatever we're watching that week, I usually have the urge to watch it all week. But I hold out for you guys. I was like, man, because all week I've been wanting to watch House of Wax ever since I officially announced it or whatever. I was like, man, I really want to watch House of Wax, but I hold out for you guys. Ah, yes. How many of you have not seen this movie? If you have not seen House of Wax, let me know in the comments. Or in the chat. Comments, chat, same fucking thing. Tyler says, yo, 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 yo. House of Wax. Hell yeah. I've always liked that title card, too. I think that was in the trailer, too, if I remember. And, like, I just played it. I love all these shots of the highway. Every time they show a shot of the highway in this movie, I think it's pretty well done. Present day. Again, if this is your guys' first watch party, I don't have headphones or anything, so I adjust the volume throughout. Drew says, have you seen the deleted death scenes, like when the lady standing in the road gets clotheslined? Yes, wasn't that the original opening of the movie? If I'm not mistaken, I think that was the alternate opening. But yeah, I have seen that. It's great. I wish it would have been the movie. But if that was the alternate opening, I do like the opening. We got better. So, Mike says, don't they play Stupefy in this movie? It's Prayer. It's Prayer that they play. But yes, Disturbed, which we'll talk about because I got my Disturbed shirt on from the Disturbed Evolution tour, which I was not planning on that. But yes. Me and Mike actually seen Disturbed live. He's seen them like twice now, I think, 2 or 3 times. I only seen them the one time last year, and it was fucking great, man. They put on a good ass fucking show. Jared Padalecki, hell yeah! I like Jared Padalecki, you know. I've always liked Jared Padalecki as an actor. Here, look. Paris Hilton's walking over to Robert Richard's car. There's Robert Richard right there. Do you guys know, always remember Robert Richard from this movie partly, but there's also one other thing that I remember Robert Richard from. It was a show when I was growing up. It was called My Cousin Skeeter or something like that, Cousin Skeeter. Man, that was, you want to talk about like late 90s, early 2000s goodness. Go watch my Cousin Skeeter, or just Cousin Skeeter. It's I don't remember if there's a my in front of the title or not, but and of course you got Paris Hilton, which I get it. Nobody's really a fan of her. In this movie, she's serviceable, I guess. Crew member says, my Cousin Skeeter. Yep, that's what it was. Yep. Mike says he looks like Cuba Gooding. He looks like Cuba Gooding the third. He kind of does a little bit, doesn't he? And you know this guy, the guy who plays Dalton, the guy in the hat with the video camera. Come on, we quote a movie that he's in all the fucking time on this channel, especially during the live streams. That's Bobby from the first Scary Movie. He gained some weight since then, but he put on a few pounds. But yes. Dalton in House of Wax is Bobby from Scary Movie. Mike says they were kick-ass. Hell yeah. Disturbed? Hell yeah, man. I'd go see them again in a heartbeat, for sure. Yeah, we saw them with 3 Days Grace. With their new singer, which, whatever. But, hey, you know, for a new singer, and there it is. It's Prayer. Who cares about copyright? Hell yeah. This movie has a pretty good soundtrack too, though. If you want to talk about, because last week we were talking about Freddy vs. Jason and the Freddy vs. Jason soundtrack, how it was one of my favorite soundtracks. House of Wax got a pretty good one too, because you have Prayer from Disturbed, you got My Chemical Romance on here as well. That's in the end credits. You got a Marilyn Manson song in the middle of the movie, which Marilyn Manson's music, for the most part, I'm not into, but I do like a few songs. Mike says they're doing the tour next year. I'll probably get tickets. Hell yeah, that's the Sickness tour, right? Like the Sickness anniversary tour. Oh yeah, that'd be a good show. But they were going with Stained, aren't they? They're touring with Stained. That'd be a good show. Drew Tyler says, sorry, I forgot to address this comment earlier because I got lost in the conversation, but Drew says the abuse part really adds a lot. For the opening, we were talking about the opening earlier. I agree. I agree. It definitely adds a lot. And it's only like a 2-minute scene. And there's like hardly any dialogue. Ooh, excuse me. There's like 2 or 3 lines of dialogue or whatever, and then it's all like screaming and yelling, and then wham! Bitch went down. But yeah, the abuse scene, I think it adds a lot, and I think that's a better opening than what the alternate opening was going to be. I like the alternate opening, but Mike says, yeah. Hell yeah, Stain, I'd like to see them live too. I was just listening to Highway to Hell. Godsmack did at the show we went to. Yeah. Well, we've seen Godsmack and Shinedown together, and Godsmack did a cover of Highway to Hell live. That was pretty fucking awesome, man. And those are two other bands that I'd go see again. Shinedown and Godsmack. I'd go see those guys again for sure. Oh! We forgot to talk about Chad Michael Murray. Remember Chad Michael Murray, guys? In the early 2000s? Man, I'll always know Chad Michael Murray, and don't judge me for this, One Tree Hill. And One Tree Hill is the one thing that I'll remember Chad Michael Murray for. And this, of course, and a couple other movies. But for the most part, yeah, that's... Whenever Chad Michael Murray pops up in something, I'm like, One Tree Hill! Yes, let's camp out in the middle of fucking nowhere while we're on a fucking road trip. I'm glad we didn't do that shit. Drew says, have you seen the Vincent Price House of Wax? My grandma had the original and the remake back in 05. I addressed this at the beginning of the show, Drew, but you probably weren't in here for that because you did need a few extra minutes. So, because of that, I'm going to explain it again. Yeah, I have seen the original Vincent Price House of Wax. But when this one came out, I didn't even know about the Vincent Price one at the time. I do now, and I have seen it. And the Vincent Price one's fine for what it is, but I much prefer the remake over it because they're two totally different movies. It's like the Prom Night remake. They just took the name and changed everything else. And I really like the story and shit that they had in the remake version, more so than I did the Vincent Price one. But the Vincent Price one's fine for what it is. At least that's my opinion. But yeah, I have seen the Vincent Price one. But when I first seen this one in the theater, I had no knowledge of the original Vincent Price one. These two, man. Like,
Hold on.
you got Carly's brother and Carly's boyfriend just going head to head. I love those moments in this movie. You don't get too many of them because, you know, they do separate and shit like that. But, yeah, I was a little sick. Wish we could see some Carly titties in this. Man, me too. Alicia Cuthbert is fucking hot. She is. And she's the main chick in The Girl Next Door. We watched that one when we were on vacation at the hotel. We were watching Girl Next Door. But yep, that's her. And she played a porn star in that movie. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really do nudity too much in horror movies nowadays. They do a little bit here and there. Like there's some Terrifier, for instance, but there are movies here and there that do have nudity and shit. Crew member says, did you know Alicia Cuthbert was in Are You Afraid of the Dark when the show was brought back in 1999? She was added to the Campfire cast. Also, she was in a vampire show, a vampire episode of that show too. I don't remember that. I used to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark all the time, but no, I never put those two together. I never remembered Alicia Cuthbert on Are You Afraid of the Dark. Well, I'm going to have to go back and rewatch those. Drew says Paris Hilton is the worst actress in this film. 110% agree with you, Drew. 110%. And I'm not saying that just to hate on Paris Hilton, but it's a legit fact. At least it's a legit opinion. At least that me and you have. That acting-wise, she's definitely the worst out of this whole cast. Because everybody else is pretty solid in this movie. Oh, I missed the... Dalton, did you crap your pants again? They're always picking on poor Dalton, man. No, there's something's dead right here. Here we go. Drew says, I enjoy Paris Hilton's reality show because they were half naked the entire... Yeah. The Simple Life. I almost said 8 Simple Rules, but that's the John Ritter show. But yeah, The Simple Life, that was the one with Nicole Richie, right? Yeah, I watched a few episodes of that show. I didn't watch like the whole thing or anything, I wasn't like too into it, but I did watch a few episodes here and there. I have seen Paris Hilton in other forms of entertainment, and I quite enjoyed that one. And that's all I have to say about that.
What do you think? This is hard.
Why you still like Cardi? You need to do that. Get that rush on. Something like that.
You're gonna get outside. Yes. If you don't, I will be so mad.
Fuck this, man. Fuck this. No way in hell would I let chicks do that shit to me.
Elton John, more
He
good.
does look exactly like Elton John, Robert Richard.
It's not.
Why don't you go back with him?
Drew says, I do say she makes a perfectly disposable character. Absolutely. The moment she gets killed, I think I remember everybody in the theater cheering. Like I said, this was a long time ago. This was 2005. But, yeah, I do remember a lot of people were very happy when she dies in this movie. And, like, they tried to give her, like, a little subplot, and it went nowhere. That is one problem I do have with this movie. I do love this movie. I will defend it to my dying day. But, you know, it's not a perfect movie. It's got flaws. And one of those flaws is they try to give Paris Hilton's character a little subplot that goes nowhere. It's like, why even bring it up? Why mention it if you're not going to do anything with it?
Okay, this is getting kind of creepy.
Come on, my God, you're nothing to see here. Let's go.
Jared's like, I'm going to fuck you up, man.
Maybe we're on his property.
Oh, we didn't pass the gate. I'm going to turn your lights off. Oh! Turn your lights off.
Are you deaf? Put that light out.
Serious, man. Turn your lights off. I'm going to put someone's ass.
Oh, shit.
Nick! Oh,
What?
Fucking Elton John. Calm down, Elton John. Yeah! That's early.
Yeah!
There it is. That's way early. Calm down there.
Great. That was great. Man, Nicky is hardcore.
Yeah, you better walk away, hard ass.
Man, dude.
don't encourage him.
Crew member says, I like John Abrams. He was also in Meet the Parents. Yes! He was Ben Stiller's girlfriend's stoner brother, right? And he put the weed in Ben Stiller's pocket or something. I haven't watched that movie in a long time, but yeah, I remember. I know exactly what you're talking about. Are you a pothead, fucker? I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me? I fucking love Meet the Parents. The first one. Second one's okay. The third one's... I thought the third one's better than the second one, in my opinion. Like I said, I haven't watched any of those movies in years. It's been a long time. But I've always liked Meet the Parents. I always thought that was a good one. You a pothead, fucker? I love Jared's line coming up here when Carly's like, I think I heard something, and Wade's like, it's probably a serial killer or something. I love that line. It's coming up soon. There we go. Probably a serial killer or something. Yeah, you would know, wouldn't you? You've been to Camp Crystal Lake, buddy. And he's in a tent. Oh my God, he's camping. It's like he's right back at Camp Crystal Lake again. Like, I know it's nighttime out, but when she was opening that tent, it looks like fucking noon. Like, it looks like it was noon outside when they shot that. Maybe, I don't know. Oh man, them shorts. Them shorts and them... Woo! God bless you, woman. Drew says, Meet the Fockers. Hell yeah. Meet the Fockers is probably my least favorite of the three, but it's still not a bad movie. At least that I can remember anyway. I always remember liking all three of those, but I always remember Meet the Fockers was my least favorite.
What are you doing?
You scared me. What are you doing?
Come on. Move on, move on.
Get in there, Ted.
I love this transition shot. Zzz, zzz. I love that.
Hey, it's 2:30, get up! Oh, guys, get up. Get up. Wait, Dalton, go. This is the damn game. Get up!
Fucker.
My camera.
Go ask Sydney.
You guys see my camera anywhere?
Cindy, not Sydney.
So you and Wade talk tomorrow? We're just in different places right now.
I see a nip. Not full on nip. I can see through your shirt.
Oh my god, there's so
If you guys see me checking my phone, if you guys don't know, I do have the stream up on my phone just in case I missed your guys' comments. Sometimes it doesn't show up.
Why? Come on!
So I just have it on another device. I broke the fam. Have you guys seen the bloopers for this? Like the outtakes? If you guys have not, the guy who plays the roadkill guy, right? Who picks him up here in a few minutes? When they're driving in the car, there's a moment where that actor starts singing a song. He's just like, you guys know the I broke the fan belt song? I broke the fan belt. I broke the fan belt. I broke the fan belt. The dang fan belt broke. It's fucking hilarious. If you guys haven't seen it, go try looking it up on YouTube or something. I'm sure it's on there. Speaking of the roadkill pit, Drew says, I've always loved her muddy see-through shirt. Yeah, especially when she takes it off. And she's running around in a tank top for the rest of the movie. It's like she's reenacting Baywatch, you know, like running down the beach, you know. Gross! Anyone need a hand? Dude, I love that guy. I can't think of the actor's name off the top of my head, but we'll talk about it when he gets here. And I'll probably quote him, too, if I'm being honest. But I love the roadkill pig guy. I don't remember his character's name. I don't think he had one. This actor, I watched a movie recently. I was watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the Quentin Tarantino movie, and this was when the movie first came out, like last year. And I was sitting there looking, I'm like, where do I know this guy from? I know him somewhere. I can't fucking think of it though. It's this guy. He played Charlie Manson in the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for Quentin Tarantino, and he also played him in a Netflix show, I think called Mindhunter. I think that was the name of it. But he played Charles Manson in that as well. Man, dude looks just like him, though.
Alright.
Don't you see that?
Drew says the trucker guy reminds me of the hitchhiker from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Absolutely. I totally see where you would get that vibe. I do, too, a little bit. Dude, my favorite character in the whole movie is this guy right here. You want to talk about a fucking scene stealer? It's this guy. Even without the I broke the fan belt song, even without that not being in the movie, and that just being like a little outtake. Anyone need a hand? I'm only fooling. It's not real, see?
I'm just fooling. It's not real, see?
That was not in sync, just so you know.
I found it on the side of the road a few weeks ago.
I fucking love this guy.
What are you guys doing around here? Camping up through those trees.
Oh,
Hey, you guys see my camera by any chance?
Are you kidding?
Mike, if Mike's still in the chat, tell me this guy doesn't remind you of the people that we met while we were in Vermont. That's all I'm gonna say. Nothing against Vermont people in general, but I'm just saying from the experience we had in Vermont, this guy kind of reminds me of those people that we've encountered in Vermont while we were there. 15 miles up the road.
Put it on, we'll get back. Man, there's no way I'm leaving my car. What if that guy from last night comes and strips it or something?
Well, whatever, man. You're gonna miss the game, man.
That's not why I came.
All right, look. I'll run into the station. Let's go now.
Ew.
Dude, your arm-
That's one thing to pick your nose, but you're supposed to pick it and flick it,
I should just
not pick it and rub it on you. That's gross.
Give me a fan belt on the way back. Make sure it's a 15 inch.
Always remember, guys, that is your tip of the day. Pick it and flick it. Mike said the first cab driver. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I was referring to.
Cool. Yeah, it's cool.
That's all I thought about while we were in that cab.
Yes, it'll be fine.
All right, let's go. Come on,
Wear this the whole movie.
Leave my will call.
It'll make your boobs look better. Yeah, show them babies off a little bit. Hey-o! Don't, no. Wow. Drew says you gotta do See No Evil with Kane. These films make a good horror. Yeah, I love the first See No Evil. I've seen the second one time, and I remember liking it, but I remember liking the first one more. I'm due to rewatch both of them, to be honest with you. It's been a long time since I watched the first one, and I've only seen the second one time. And I like them both. I think they're fun movies. The first one, yeah. Why not? I gotta be honest with you. I got watch parties planned for the next couple months, ready to go, locked in. But probably by the end of, I'd say by beginning of November is when watch parties are going to start opening back up again, schedule-wise. So, yeah, probably anytime around the beginning of November on after that. It won't be for a couple months still, but yeah. See No Evil would be a good one. That was a good pick. You know what? I was actually thinking about watching that one last night. I ended up doing a little underrated Wes Craven double feature. I did My Soul to Take and Red Eye. I watched both of those back to back again last night. But one of the ones I was thinking about last night was See No Evil, actually.
You want me to go down, please?
Sorry about that.
Mike says him and Freak Show in the Small Hand Guy from Scary Movie. Yep. Drew says second was meh. Yeah. I remember thinking it was okay, but the first one was better.
Not tough.
Oh, I gotta quote this part, guys.
Sorry.
Kinda get used to the smell.
Really, I don't think I'm gonna get used to it.
You can get used to anything if you're around it long enough. If you get them in the early morning before sun bakes them up, they're not so bad. They're fresh, so I'll just take them home. Why waste the meat?
Are we almost there yet?
Just up the road. Yep. Ambrose used to be a pretty nice town before the interstate came in. You like knives?
Not really.
Tools of the trade. You want to see it? It's a Bowie. It's a good knife.
Good night.
That'll cut through anything.
Cut through anything.
Adam says, good movie. Which one? See No Evil or House of Wax? Or both. Why not both?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Well, yeah, there is. Just around that bend.
I gotta put my hubs in the four-wheel. You mind giving me a hand?
When's the last time that you were here?
You don't believe me? I forgot this way it's worked out. That's all.
We'll walk that shit away, but thank you. Better enough.
Now, why would you want to do that?
Look, we want to walk. Okay, slow us out now.
I was like, sure.
Sure.
And then he goes to the other side, and he's like, well, get out then. I do like that shot of the knife, though. That was a pretty cool shot. He's walking around, you're like, oh, shit. Like I said, when I first saw this movie, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was going to happen. Well, get out then.
Get out then.
Trying to do something nice
Trying
for
to do
someone.
something nice for someone.
And something like that, all right? We appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Adam says, "Is that Matthew McConaughey?" The voice I was doing? No, I was impersonating the trucker guy from House of Wax. I was doing like a little mini impression of him. Not a good one. I didn't say it was going to be a good one. I just said I was going to do it.
Is he still staring?
Yeah, just keep walking.
Oh,
Matthew McConaughey. Everybody goes for the all right.
I feel like a real asshole.
I don't care.
Hey man, you got a joint? Bill, I told her if you did. That's what I love about these high school girls. I get older, they stay the same age.
Dude, it's over. It'll move.
It's not moving.
We'll make it for the second half. I'm not sitting in this traffic.
Well, then what do you want me to do?
You have to go back. Come on.
Turn around.
I'm not missing the best game of the year.
I was like, fuck you guys, no, we're doing this shit.
Slow down, Speedy.
Miss Ambrose.
How many teeth you have to win out? This is kind of nice.
Oh, wait, there's this one. Oh my god, look at him.
The cute, adorable baby next to me.
He's like, no. Adam says, oh, good impression. Thank you.
Hello?
Good morning. How are you?
Hello? Is anybody?
Adam says the House of Wax released in my country is cut and censored. Oh man, I hate when I find out that certain movies are censored in different regions and shit. That sucks, man. That sucks.
There's no one at the gas station.
Where in the world are you from?
So where do you want
If
to
you don't mind me asking.
Why don't you just hit up the road that we got off at for the camera?
Yeah, it's always unfortunate to find out that movies get censored and cut in different regions and shit like that.
Okay, I'm at the same place as yesterday, but you know, wait, that vegetarian. Cool, see you then.
Hey, that's right.
Wait, what about the family?
Well, there's no-
Whatever happened to Baby Jane? That's a movie I'm sure we'll talk about a little bit later in this stream here.
Say a prayer for our beloved deceased friend.
Now, who the hell is this? Don't look at me like. Mike says, then that's what's that's what's wonderful about the internet. You can find other copies, right?
Look at him messed up waiting outside a church.
I don't condone that.
Hey man, sorry about walking in. We didn't
Shouldn't
know.
have walked in.
That's none of my
Yeah,
business.
I know, it's just that we have car trouble. We're not from this town.
We're actually looking for our info to the gas station.
Found him. Really? Well,
What are you guys snacking on tonight? I haven't asked you that yet. We're about a half hour into this movie already, and I didn't ask you. I didn't even ask you guys what you're snacking on. I told you what I was snacking on, but I didn't ask you. How rude of me.
We just go dump the gas around.
How rude of him. That was an asshole thing to say. But yeah, look, I get it. Germany. Oh, okay. Well, as Bruce Almighty would say, blessings on your alley.
It's twice today. I'm an ass.
Yo, brethren,
Let's go back to
what up with thee?
Hey.
Blessings on your alley. I used to watch Cougar Town, and this guy was in it. Yeah, it was Courtney Cox. I watched like the first 2 seasons, and then I fell off that Cougar Town train. But yeah. When I seen him in Cougar Town, I was like, it's fucking House of Wax, Brian Van Hole. Hell yeah. Reminds me of Crystal Dunn. Yeah,
That's okay.
I can see it. I never thought about it until you just said something, but yeah, you're right. I do see a little bit of Chris O'Donnell in there.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah, I apologize if you guys hear me munching, but you gotta have snacks for a movie, right? It's just Reese's Pieces, so it shouldn't be too loud.
Yeah, I am serious. And it's obvious Dalton still has a crush on me too.
Oh my god.
See, at least with the Dalton having a crush on Carly thing, they kind of did a little bit more with it that they did with the Paris Hilton I think I'm having a baby thing. Because they actually, like, they did a little bit. They didn't do too much more with it, but they did do a little. That one had a little bit more depth for me. It's like, okay, this Dalton guy's got a crush on Carly. Here he is. Drew gets it. It's munch time. Mike, you said you wanted to see some titties in this movie, right? Here's your tit shot coming up. You can see nips and everything. Look at that. That's a nice set of hooters. And of course, this is our introduction to Vincent, who Brian Van Holt also plays. If you guys didn't know that, let's see, there's a close-up shot. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, the guy who plays Bo and the guy who plays Vincent are the same actor, Brian Van Holt. He played both parts. What I thought was cool because it's a guy in a mask. You know, that could have been anybody under that mask. But they thought, hey, spoilers, these guys are supposed to be twin brothers, right? Siamese twin brothers. And, you know, why not have the same actor play both parts? Sarah! Sarah's in the chat. How you doing? She says, I'm sorry I'm late, but I'm here. That's okay. We're only 34 minutes into the movie, and I talked for a while at the start, as usual. But yeah, I was just talking about how, if you didn't know, Brian Van Holt, the actor who plays Bo in the movie, he also plays the character of Vincent as well. Mike says, nice breasts. I want to see what your insides look like. Well, and turn to page 54.
Anyone in here?
Ew, that was a face.
Who is this? Everything in here is waxed. The floor, the walls, look at this. This is waxed. Who are these people supposed to be?
I don't know.
Aren't they supposed to be famous people in a wax museum? I don't recognize this guy.
Trudy opens House of Wax. Trudy's wax carvings are.
You know, they give you a lot of backstory in this movie, which I really appreciate because they didn't have to. They didn't have to give you any backstory. It's like, hey, it's a pretty creepy and shady town. These guys are, you know, weird, and shit just happens
I
here.
wasn't gonna like New York. I just said.
They didn't have to give us any of the backstory, but I appreciate they did because it's a nice backstory.
Well, I really like you.
Sarah says she had to go steak shopping. Hell yeah.
Sarah's gonna catch on fire.
You're my hero.
Like hero.
Not cool.
Crew member says the dog. Yeah, here we go, right here. I read that comment just in time.
You waxed out too? What up, dog?
What up, dog? Keeping it real. Yo, what up, dog? And, dog?
That is cool.
Keeping it real.
Yeah, haha, laugh it up.
What's this dog doing in here?
That's none of your business, Jared. Da 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 da. Vincent. Obviously, Vincent is an homage to Vincent Price, the original House of Wax. Which I thought that was cool. At least they did that. You know, like, here's our little tribute to Vincent Price's House of Wax.
I mean, look how detailed this is.
Tell me this doesn't look real.
Oh, I think I was talking over it. It is wax. Like, literally.
That's a little weird.
Those aren't wax.
Vincent, and who's the other one? You could see it. It's right there.
Hey.
Wow. I don't know if I ever noticed that on the DVD, but on the Blu-ray, it's pretty much clear as day. Oh, shit, I forgot about that.
What is it?
I just saw it.
Actually, I didn't forget about it. I just forgot it was coming up.
Probably just a wax thing.
No, it wasn't a wax thing. It was moving and it was freaky looking.
But yeah, the high chair thing. In 1080p HD, man, you can see that shit pretty clear. And the DVD, I don't remember if it was that clear or not.
Wait.
I mean, you had like a little shadow over it, but you can still read it. You can still read who the other high chair belonged to. Gross, that's a weird face. Oh, yeah, there's that classic. I love that music again. He's like, I don't see shit. And it's like Spaceballs. We ain't found shit. I wouldn't. Man, they ain't got no snacks in here, nothing. This place blows. Ew, gross. Fuck that. I'm cool.
Oh, yeah, come on, it's wrong.
This place is freaking me out.
Calm down. There's no one out here.
Please, I just want to go.
Okay, okay. We'll go to the station. Come on, dude. Hey, you guys gonna have sex?
He's like, the fuck?
Paige off. So you two go pick him up. Yeah, right. Hey, Paige.
Yeah?
Nick and Dalton are gonna go get him.
What? We can go.
Oh, baby, come on. I'm tired of driving. Why don't you let my man drive? Really?
You heard a move between them pieces.
I still don't think this is cool, just coming in here like
Are we still live, guys?
Well, the door was unlocked. He said he's gonna be here for he's like 45 minutes. I'm sure he won't mind. You know, if your brother and his gas man hadn't come along in the first place, we all would have been blanking on his
once again, that's not my fault.
Sarah says, see you later, Bobby. It's Billy.
He's got beef with everybody. You just can't take it personally.
We're still good, right?
We always used to sit together, and then when we were in junior high.
Looks like the time counter stopped, dude. Alright, hang on.
I was the good
Hold on. Pause your shit. What the fuck? Okay. My time counter stopped working, you guys. So I gotta rewind it a little bit, and then I'll start the time counter again. We'll pause. So the timestamp where I'm gonna pause it at is right there on the screen. It's 40 minutes and 21 seconds in. Pause your movie. Go rewind it and then pause it right there. My time counter stopped for some reason. I don't know what the fuck happened. Let's see. 41 or 40:21 is where we need to be. Right? Okay. We'll get back on track. That one was my fault. That one was my mistake. I think I accidentally hit the button. Always a fucking technical difficulty around here. Okay. We're almost there. Okay. I got it paused at 40 minutes, 21 seconds in. The shot I'm looking at right now is Nick and Dalton. It's a shot of their backs. Like, we can see their backs, and then we see the tree. That's what I have on my screen right now. Are you guys ready to play it again? Let me know. If you guys need to back it up for a minute. Mike says, well, great job. Fuck you, asshole. That's on me. I take responsibility for that one. And every other time it's a YouTube issue, though. This time was on me. You guys ready? $40:21? Alright, I'm getting ready to play it again. If you guys need to back it up, go ahead. All good? Are we all good in the hood? Okay. 40 minutes, 21 seconds in. Pressing play now.
You guys gonna have sex?
because me and Paige are. So
Now we should be back on track. We're good. Sorry about that. That was on
Hey,
me.
Paige,
Yeah?
I take
you
that.
and your daughter are going to go get him.
What? We can go.
It's a good thing I had that time counter on there, or else I wouldn't have known where the fuck it stopped at.
Why don't you let my man drive?
Really? You heard a movie between them pieces.
Okay. Crew member says, do you think the movie's a bit... Do you agree the movie's a bit slow? A little bit, but I actually enjoy it. I actually enjoy the slow... Like, I enjoy what's going on, if that makes sense. A lot of times, when a movie's a little bit slow, a lot of times it's really boring stuff that I don't care about. In this case, I actually, you know, I'm into what's going on. So I don't... It doesn't bother me that it's a little slow. But yes, I do agree it is a little bit slow. But I enjoy what happens in it. So, you know, I'm never bored, is basically what I'm saying.
I was the big twin and Nick was the evil twin, as he likes to say. I kind of got this image, totally played it out as if that's what he had to be or something.
You guys good? Did you guys get back?
It's hard
You
to
guys
get
in sync
God.
still?
He's got everything but a 15-inch.
Like I said, if you guys aren't synced up, the time counter should help you get synced back up again. That's one reason why I have it on here for every watch party.
Just didn't know how much longer you're going to be in. I didn't want to interrupt again. But I left you some money on the counter, but you don't even really have the right size. You don't have any 15 inches.
I do the halves.
Okay, hope you're not getting the wrong idea that we're in here.
No, it's okay.
Does that cover it?
It's close enough. Like, why don't we head up to the house?
Yeah, alright.
You keep candles at your house.
Well, I get things delivered there when I'm here. Look, you want to hold on to the 60?
Remember's good. Good deal.
No.
Sorry about that. What happened was I had a notification come up on my computer, and I tried to close it out. I did close it out. But in that process, I accidentally hit pause on the time counter.
Unfortunately, it is.
So that's what happened there. So I was trying to get rid of the notification, get it out of here.
Yeah, that was a lot.
And in doing so, I hit pause on the time counter, which kind of screwed everything up for a minute. But we're back on track. We're good. Don't even worry about it.
People used to come see from miles away. And Trudy was the main, artist.
What about Vincent? I saw his name on one of the work.
One of Trudy's boys.
What, Trudy
They still
boys?
around?
No, horrible story. Trudy's husband, Dr. Sinclair, he was a doctor in the big city until he got his license revoked for doing surgeries on the side and stuff that most doctors wouldn't dare do. So he moved him and Trudy out here to Ambrose, fresh start.
See, all this backstory that they're giving us in this movie, they don't have to give us any of that.
Wax school.
But I like it.
It was her dream to do something really incredible here. And then she had a couple.
I think it's a solid backstory. I think it makes sense with where these characters are now, particularly Bo and Vincent.
Right away.
You know, I don't really see too many plot holes in the backstory too much. There's one little thing at the end that we'll kind of talk about, but for now, I think it all fits together. I could see it. It makes sense.
Blew his head right off.
And as he's telling the story, I can kind of picture that happening, going down. Like, we don't need to actually see that shit, but him just telling the story, you can picture it in your head. And that's how you know it's written well and it's acted well. It's like, yeah, you know what? I can picture what he's saying right now.
You said you need to use the facilities, right?
Get your ass in that house, boy.
Need to use a can?
No, it's okay, I'm fine.
Alright.
I thought about something. I'll talk about it in a minute when we actually get to the part I'm thinking of.
And the bathroom's right down the hall. Let me get out of this jacket and tie and all that crap.
I'll tell you this right now. Crew member's going to appreciate it. He's probably going to think it's hilarious. I think it's funny. We'll talk about it when we get there, though. I'll give you a hint. It's a little inside joke now that I have to find myself putting in every stream. Somewhere. Right? It's got to pop up somewhere in every stream. Especially the watch parties. I think I figured out the perfect spot to put it for this movie.
Yeah.
But it's not for a few minutes, still.
We crashed it.
Whatever, man.
I like this, too, a lot.
Hey, your jacket's clean.
Because the whole movie you're supposed to think that Nick's this bad guy and he stole this car and wrecked it and shit like that, and his sister ratted him out and whatnot. Like, that's like the whole backstory for him. And this scene right here, you find out he's not even the one who stole the car. It was Dalton who did it, and Nick just took the heat for it because he's already been in trouble for some other shit. He's like, what's one more thing? Drew says, compared to The Godfather 2, it's not slowed up. You're not wrong. Crew member says, this town ain't even on the GPS. Dude, we were on vacation, and we got stuck in Vermont. It's a long story. we got stuck in Vermont. And where we got stuck at, we didn't know where the fuck we were. We were in the middle of the mountains of Vermont, man. That shit was fucking, it was a little weird. And there was 5 of us, and we had a token black guy with us. So we're like, shit, we're in a fucking horror movie, guys. It was fucking crazy. But that's exactly how I felt when we were out there. Huh. Never seen masks like these before. I don't see these at Spirit Halloween every year. Why did he smile like that? Like, oh, that looks dangerous. I've always loved the set design of this movie, too. Like the house and shit. This house and then the House of Wax in particular. It's really fucking cool looking, in my opinion. I thought for the look and atmosphere of this movie and the tone that they were going for, I think, oh shit, broken headlight! Yeah, I think they did a really good job with the set design. You're like, what? Where's that woman want now? Uh-oh. Hello? I love the lighting in this scene, too. Just a little bit of light to where you could just see him a little bit. But pretty much everything else around him is pitch fucking black. You can't see shit! Crew member says, didn't think Wade was gonna die, get attacked first. Was thinking Dalton for sure. Yeah, me too. I thought like he was going to survive towards the end, if not make it all the way through, like with Carly when I first saw this movie. But no, it's not the case. It surprised me, that's for damn sure. Here we go. Ooh! No, man! Seriously, don't do that! There you go. When he was walking into the house, I was thinking, that's a good spot to put it in. I'm gonna slash your gas, you come in the hole in your ass. Oh shit. And that's another thing about this movie. That's another thing I love about this movie. As you guys will see in a minute here, you think Wade's gonna die right here? Ooh. You think he's gonna die right here, and then you see him in a few more minutes, still alive. And he's alive when he's getting waxed up and shit like that. That's fucking cool. That's fucking cool. I'm not even gonna lie. That's a really creative way to do it. Crew member says, alright, hell yeah.
Guys, where the hell are you? Listen. Remember the truck that came to the campsite last night? I think we just ran into it.
You wouldn't happen to be talking about me on that phone, would you?
Not out yet. She's still in the bathroom.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
You're not in a hurry, are you? Because I want to look the truck up and stuff first.
I love how his whole defense is, this is my truck.
Open the damn door.
Hey, your tools and shit,
It's
man.
my truck.
This is my truck.
What's the matter with you? If you don't open this door, I'm going to call the cops.
Hey, go ahead and do it.
Chip say,
He's like, you son of a bitch.
What are you doing? I'm trying to help you. Give me a key.
I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Call the cops.
Goodbye. Ha! You idiot. Wow, good job. Hello. Good morning. That's another outtake I really like. There's an outtake where she turns the lights on and he's just like... And every time I watch this movie and that scene comes on, that's all I think of is him going...
So, you think Carly and Wade are going to stay together when she moves to New York?
She be looking at me sometimes.
And he's like, don't even think about it.
What do you mean?
And even if it was happening, it ain't happening.
You like me better than Wade, right?
It's not so bad.
Yeah, I like way too. Honestly, the only character... I love the shot of him being dragged around and shit. But the only character that I disliked in this movie was Paris Hilton's character. She didn't do anything. Her character contributed nothing. Her whole subplot went nowhere. Her acting is by far the weakest in this movie out of everybody. Yeah. That's pretty much the only cast member I kind of have a problem with in this movie. Everybody else I like. For their own right. For their own reasons and shit. But sure, Robert Richard's a little bit of a dick, but, you know, we gotta have a dick in movies like this. I love this whole sequence right here, showing how Vincent whacks these people, still alive, by the way. I think it's fucking cool. And the music, too. The music's so good. Oh, it's like people, you can hear vocals in it, too. He's looking like... I'm gonna wait till they show his face again. His eyes and shit. No, man, seriously, don't do that! Down, down, down. Owie! Ah, Kelly Clarkson! Cocksucker motherfucker! You pull on too! Alright. Back to the comments. Sarah says, I prefer Paris and Repo. Don't really like her in Repo either, but I prefer her in that movie over this movie. I'm so sad you weren't able to do the Repo watch party. I know you were really excited about that one, Sarah. But it's up on the channel if you want to go back and watch the playback of it. This is his little saw torture waxing device. You have 30 seconds to get waxed. And no, that was not my Jigsaw impression. You guys have all heard my Jigsaw impression. It's in that Jigsaw message tape. That's me. Not too bad, eh? Ow. Sarah says, me too. Yeah, I sang like the whole goddamn time. It was embarrassing. But it was fun. Oh, I love that shot. He's getting waxed up, and you can just see Vincent just going back to his little work desk. I'll be in my office. Otherwise, sits down like, oh, what a night. Crew member says, just to touch up on the backstory, I agree they didn't need to show anything, though at least it doesn't ruin it. That's the thing, it doesn't. I was talking about it earlier, how you just hear the backstory and shit from people talking about it. You don't actually see like flashbacks or anything of it. And I appreciate that. Because they wrote it well enough, and they performed it well enough to where you could just tell us the backstory of what happened. I can picture it all in my head. I don't need to physically see it on screen. It's in my head. I can see it. And I thought it was really well done the way they handled it. She's like, the hell going on here? They're gross! I'm almost out of dew. I might have to get up in a minute to go get more dew. Don't worry, I won't pause the movie or anything. I don't play that game. On purpose. Apparently I can do it on accident, no problem. Well. I love this whole chase too, by the way. Sarah says at least the flyers are... Man! Well, I think they thought, okay, if we want to have these flyers everywhere, we probably shouldn't have those wax, just in case. But still, if you're doing literally everything else in this town wax, the buildings, the people, the fucking puppies, right? Why not flyers, too? Like, does it really fucking make a difference by that point? You guys know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you guys? You know what? I didn't touch on the look of this guy. The guy in the church. He's all like, I know what you're up to. I was going to talk about it earlier, but I kind of forgot about it. This is good. I love this whole chase. Oh, it's like Blair Witch. She's got shit coming out of her. Drew says this needs a sequel still. Man. Personally, for me, as much as I love this movie, I'm a little conflicted. I'm a little mixed on a sequel idea for this movie. I'll talk about it more once the credits start rolling and the movie's actually over and we get to the ending. I'll talk in depth and all that shit. That was a clever idea, by the way. Yeah, I'm kind of mixed on the idea for a House of Wax sequel. I'm leaning more towards the I don't want a sequel to this movie as much as I love it. And I'll talk about why when the movie's over.
Is this it?
Yeah?
Should we drive through?
Through all that.
Oh, okay.
That's what's up.
Gee, I wonder who's singing this song. Okay, guys, I'm out of dew. So, I gotta get up and go get some more. So, oh wait, I gotta wait till he's done with this part at least. He's like, I'll get you to shut the fuck up. Can I trouble you for a fan belt? You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. This is good stuff.
Well, Marty, wait!
One word, this is going through your brain.
One word, this is going through. He sounded like McConaughey a little bit in that part.
Man, there's music playing. I don't think anyone's here.
Alright, I'm gonna go get a drink real quick because I don't want to miss this part. This part's great. This is one of my favorite parts. I'll be right back, guys.
The grocery store we passed on Thursday.
What about your sister and Wade, man?
Maybe they're at the store. Why?
I don't know, man. When we came over, so you just look.
Okay, I'm back.
Go this way.
And I didn't miss it.
You go that way.
Okay, Drew says, yeah, I'll only take a sequel if it's super good. If it's going to be a little cash grab, then maybe not. Yeah, like I said, I'll talk about it when the movie's over. At least my thoughts on it. Crew member, my favorite is when she's hiding. My favorite is when she's hiding in the movie theater. That was well done. We'll get there as soon as you say. We'll get there as soon. We'll get there as you say. Yes, I do say that. We'll get there. When I do start doing T-shirts and shit, I'm gonna do one that says "We'll get there," and this is good stuff. Would you guys buy that shirt if I made one of those shirts? And I don't think a sequel is needed, especially at this point. Yeah, that's another thing. I think the time of putting a sequel out has long passed. That's another factor that goes into what I'll talk about.
Stay still.
Oh man, the glue.
Now it goes.
I feel Alicia, man, the shit she had to go through, especially for this scene here. I feel bad for her. Because they had real glue. I mean, they had fake glue too, but they also had real glue. And some of that's on her lip is real glue. I mean, granted they had some fake stuff there too, but that way she could still open her mouth and shit. But I can't. Anybody that has like their lips like sewn shut for a role or glued shut to a role or anything like that, man, it's got to be rough. Especially when it's lunchtime and everybody's eating lunch and shit, and you're just sitting there drinking your lunch through a straw.
Hey, I'm looking for my sister.
I'm making sure I didn't miss any of your guys' comments.
I don't think I've seen him.
This is the only gas station in town, right?
That's right.
This is awesome. This is a great scene. But yeah, as crew member was talking about earlier, the movie theater scene, we'll get there. That's probably my favorite. Other than showing Wade being waxed and showing how Vincent works, other than that scene, when it comes to like Carly and being chased around town and shit like that, the movie theater scene is my favorite scene. Well, aside from Vincent doing his little waxing with Wade, and then the roadkill pit guy taking him in the truck and shit. Also, this may be Dark Castle's best film by far, although Gothica is pretty cool too. Yeah, I haven't watched Gothica in years. That's the Halle Berry one, right? That one is, it's alright, it's good. It was unique, it was different, but yeah, I agree. When it comes to Dark Castle films, this is easily my favorite. They did Ghost Ship too, right? If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure they did Ghost Ship.
Yeah, whatever.
He's like, yeah, why not? Sure. Oh hell. No, not One Tree Hill. Ooh, shit, the fucking. Ooh.
Shit to look like you.
See, shit like that, it doesn't have to be super gory for it to be disgusting and just, you like crunching in your seat, getting all tensed up and shit. Her just ripping super glue out of her lips is fucking wow. That's another thing I really love about this movie. They didn't like overdo like the blood and gore and violence shit like that. Yeah, a lot of it's really like simple stuff. Hell yeah. Nick's a badass, man. I didn't want to say anything until we started getting to like this point in the movie when he had to start fighting back and shit, but Nick's a fucking badass. One thing I really like about the Nick character is when the movie starts, they tell you some stuff about him, how he like stole cars and he can't keep a job and shit like that, and you're like, well, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna like this dude in the movie. And then by the time you get to about this point, about halfway through at least, you're like, Nick's a good guy. You find out he didn't steal the car, he just took the heat for it. This is great. This might be my favorite death in the movie. This is really good. I love watching Wade get all waxed up and Vincent work all his magic and all that shit, but when it comes to actual death, when it comes to the kills in this movie, there aren't that many. This might be my favorite death in the movie. It's fucking weird.
Well, anyone home? Harley? Harley? Wait, what the hell are you doing, bro? Everything's waiting for you to get outside.
He's clearly not moving, dipshit.
Wait.
Bobby? No, man.
Holy shit.
No. Stay away.
Hold tight, man. Hold tight. Let me get you out of this.
I love it. I'm sorry, man. He still keeps doing it.
Oh. I'm sorry, man.
I'm sorry, man. No, man. Seriously? Don't do that. Drew says, sick. He's like, you fuck. Go. He's like, God damn. His eyes rolled up. He's like, God damn. Well, he's like blocking the shit out of it. He's like, fuck you. No. No. Oh, shit. And then I love this. This is probably my favorite part of this whole thing. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That droll's coming up. And then he blinks. Yeah, blinks one last time. Look, that is so batshit crazy that I fucking love it.
He's leaving. I understand.
He's like, I'm gonna kick his ass with this.
Car's by the road.
Turn up a little bit.
Call the cops. Shit. Hey, where's your son going?
It might be in the truck up near the house. What about Wade? I think he has him too. What if he turns into wax?
What do you mean wax?
He's like, what are you talking
They're
about,
all
man?
wax. Everyone.
He's like, are you stupid?
There was a woman in here.
Making sure I'm not missing no
She was
comments
lying
here.
with a curtain.
He's like, fuck. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw this in theaters, that scene did kind of get me a little bit. I was a lot younger back then, man. And it was the first time watching it, so I wasn't, like, expecting it. Even though we'd already seen it earlier, that lady just peeks out of her window and shit like that, all creepy, but... That was before we found out everything was wax and stuff. So when he was getting up there and he's getting all close and thing pulls back,
Yes. At the
that one got me a little bit when I saw this in theaters.
At least 20 more.
Man. We gotta get back to Paris Hilton and the I think I'm with child plotline. But first we get to see her strip a little bit. I don't know, man. Paris Hilton, she's too skinny for me, personally. I think she needs a little bit more meat on her. She's too thin for my liking. Like, I know some guys are into that, and they're into chicks that are that thin, that are basically just a fucking stick, and all bones, but I'm not. I like a little bit more meat on her.
You're sexy.
Drew says, is this a corny early 2000s rap music video? Yeah, I think it is.
What's up with the music?
Man, the early 2000s rap videos had some funny stuff, it had some really corny stuff, and it had some legit good stuff. So, I mean, 2000s rap music videos were kind of all over the place back then. But yeah, that's definitely what it felt like. So what the hell? Oh yeah, you guys are behind a little bit. Let me bring you up to speed on what's going on here.
Where's Wade?
Crap.
Waiting for Wade.
This is my truck.
Campsite.
He's like, the fuck's this? He's like, the fuck you up to? Drew says even some horror stuff. Yeah, all over the place when it comes to horror. Scream 2, Master P, Make 'em Scream. Ugh.
Like?
Yeah, Scream 2 has a great soundtrack though.
Like?
She's like, God damn. I think, yeah, it's not quite yet. It's still a minute. It's still a couple minutes away. But the moment that Paris Hilton bites the dust in this movie, pretty sure the audience all cheered. I know at least the people that I was sitting by, they were all pretty damn happy. Crew member says it's funny to seeing these movies and all the basic cell phones at the time. Yeah, yeah. What was I watching the other day? They had fucking Blackberries. I was like, damn. Dude, back in the early 2000s again, where Blackberries were the big thing. Everybody had to have a Blackberry. But yeah, it's always funny going back and watching these old movies and seeing the phones that they had during that time. Some of them age well, some of them don't. This one, at least when the big old thing of cell phones here, it's like, yeah, those were kind of the days. I'm happy with the phones we have now, though. I'm glad we have the phones that we have now. I can do so much on those fucking phones now. The phones now are just like little mini computers. You can do pretty much anything you can do on a computer on a phone. At least in my experience. This was a great birthday present to me. If you watch the behind the scenes footage, like they show the date before, like they show the date they were shooting stuff. So like, I don't know, the day they're at the campsite with the roadkill guy, that was like May 4th, 2004, right? So for this scene, it was May 18th, and May 18th is my birthday. So technically, they killed Paris Hilton on my birthday. It's a pretty good fucking birthday present to me. But yeah, they shot all this shit in the factory on my birthday that year. They're coming to get you, Paris. Stop it! Good morning. He's like, you bitch. Drew says it's a smooth kill for sure, not just a little throat slit. Yeah. He's like, finally. Got her. She was a runner. It's like, I'm too old for all that shit. Nah, 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 nah. Ew. There's that great score again.
It's
At the House of Wax, he did all the sculptures. He's got to be the one that does the wax. What if he's around here somewhere?
Crew member says, good night, Paris. Thanks for playing. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
You gotta be careful.
I am being careful.
This school, like I said, this is what I was talking about earlier. Nick's fucking badass. He don't give a fuck. And I like that because at the start of the movie, you're like, I don't know if I'm going to like this guy. And then by the time you get to the halfway point of this movie, you're like, alright, I'm on Team Nick now. I think they did a great job writing that character that way. You started off, you're like, I don't know if I'm going to like this guy. And then by the time you're halfway through this movie, you're like, alright, Nick, hell yeah. Found you! There we go. Here's our moment, crew member. Whatever happened to Baby Jane, man? That movie, man. I've only seen that movie once, and it didn't really stick with me that often because I can't tell you anything that happened in it. It was different, though. And I'll be honest with you, the only reason I saw Whatever Happened to Baby Jane was because of this movie. It wasn't long after I'd seen this movie that I was like, I gotta see if I can find that Whatever Happened to Baby Jane movie. Sure enough, I found it at the video store, luckily. The only copy they had, too. But yeah, this is the movie theater scene, man. I fucking love this scene. As far as like the chase stuff, this is my favorite thing. This is my favorite scene out of the chase stuff. My favorite kill would be Dalton, and then my favorite scene in like the whole movie is them in the truck. Crew member says, hell yeah, good stuff right here. I swear to God, I'm making a shirt that says, that's good stuff right there. Saying I love you. I love the dude's face like. Like I said, I've only seen that movie one time. And that was only out of pure curiosity because of this movie. This was clever. This was clever, man. I love how they tried to be smart here. I mean, they tried to be smart throughout the whole movie, but this was probably one of the smartest decisions that they made in these movies. As characters, anyway. Like, shit, they're all wax here. You won't know which one we are. It's like, found you! It's like, God damn it! Shit! Nick don't play that game. He's like, gross! The cockroaches! And you certainly can sing. Oh shit. Got him! He's not getting up from that, right? Ah! Crew member says, nice shot, Claire Redfield. As a giant fan of Resident Evil, I really appreciate the fuck out of that comment. Thank you so much for that comment. Nice shot, Claire Redfield. That's good. I'm a Resident Evil fan, baby. I'm sure most of you guys have seen this, and it's in all my videos. It's fucking on me, so whenever I'm in a video, you'll probably see it, but... there it is. You can't really see it, but that's my Umbrella Corporation tattoo. I love Resident Evil. The games. The movies are a little bit of a different story, but we'll save all that for another day. Miss Amber, thank you for being here today.
Look, we can't just leave this behind.
You set yourself into the truck, right? That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to the truck and get your cell phone. See if he's around. Back to the road. Agent Blake.
No way. No. I'm not leaving it.
Why do you have to be so? Stop her.
Well, don't kiss her. That's your sister. Oh, you're my sister! Drew says, saw Resident Evil film in theaters in like 2016. Look, I've seen them all in theaters, buddy, and some of them weren't that fun. The 2016, that was... Final Chapter came out in January of 2017, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. But if I remember right, January of 2017 was when Resident Evil The Final Chapter came out in theaters. Is that the one you saw? That's the messiest, worst one out of all of them, in my opinion. Drew says, when the theater was open. Yeah, man, I do miss the theaters. But before they closed, I didn't go that often. As much as I used to, anyway. But man, going to the theater is one of my favorite things to do. I love sitting in a dark theater, watching a movie, especially with a nice big crowd. As long as they're not being stupid, being on their phones the whole time, talking to their buddies and shit next to each other the whole fucking time. I mean, if you're talking to them, do a little whisper, you know? Speak softly to where no one else around you can hear you. But, yeah, I used to love going to a movie theater. It sucks. But our drive-in, we have a drive-in here. In fact, it's not that far from from my house, but we have a drive-in, and they've been playing like old movies and shit. Like they just played, like recently they played Grease, which I didn't get to go to that. Sarah, who's in the chat, or she was in the chat. Sarah, who's in the chat, got to see Grease at the drive-in, and I really wanted to go to that. Could you imagine watching Grease at a drive-in? That's like where it was intended to be watched, man. So yeah, I really wish I would have done that. They just did all the Harry Potter movies at the drive-in. They did like Jaws and Jurassic Park and Empire Strikes Back and like all these like small theaters that are open. None of the big chain ones are open, but all of like these small mom and pop theaters, and then like the drive-in and shit. They've been playing a lot of the old movies, and I just haven't gone back yet. The crew member says, Would it help if you went back to thinking I'm your sister? Well, remember, all I gotta say to you is, like I'm some kind of white trash perv? Drew says, yeah, final chapter and Afterlife in theaters. Yep, I've seen them all in theaters. Including the one with my boy Wentworth Miller. That's Chris Redfield. My boy Michael Schofield from Prison Break. And they did him so dirty in that movie, the character and the actor. Mike said they played Psycho there too, I think. Did they? Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I remember. I remember hearing something about that deal. Sarah says, I'm still here. Good, good. Footloose, they played Footloose there as well. Yeah, they had Grease and Footloose. That was the same night, right? Yeah. Drew says everyone gets out and starts dancing on the roof of their cars with the Grease driving. Man, if I was there, I would have. I wasn't there. Sarah was. Did people start getting out of their cars and dancing on the roof? That would have been awesome. I wasn't there, but if I was, I totally would have done it. I don't give a fuck. I'll do it. Siamese twins separated. Oh, this scene's coming up. This scene coming up is really good. When Bo and Vincent are like talking in the kitchen or whatever. Drew says, I just grabbed Grease on VHS from a Goodwill like a bum. Dude, I ain't gonna lie to you. I love Grease. I think Grease is a great fucking movie. I like Grease 2 as well. So yeah. Yeah, it's a great scene here. In fact, hang on. Since we're on the subject. I ain't even gonna lie to you guys. I own the Grease triple feature Blu-ray. Comes with Grease, Grease 2, and Grease Live on here. Really just got it for Grease and Grease 2, especially because Grease 2 doesn't have a Blu-ray release other than this. So I really had to grab up on this one, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I like Grease. Sarah says, no, but we danced and sang in our chairs. I mean, that's still cool too, shit. Oh yeah, man, we're missing all this shit. We got so off topic. I love you guys. I love talking back and forth about different shit. I love hanging out with you guys. This is fun. That's why I do not 1 but 2 live streams a week. I get to hang out with you guys twice a week. And I look forward to it every week too. It's like, hell yeah, I got a stream tonight. It's gonna be fun. And it always is. It always turns out to be fun. They get a little frustrated with technical difficulties sometimes, but we still end up having a good time regardless. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I love this scene too. He legit says, you're so stupid. And they could have got like mannequins or body doubles for them, but no, those two, it was really Robert Richard and Paris Hilton in the back of that truck. Acting dead and shit. What an asshole for a brother, man. He literally says, you're so stupid.
Hey, you don't have to leave here
Here we go.
without me. You know better than that. Don't be so stupid.
Don't be so stupid. I love how he treats him like a dog in this scene. It's fucking hilarious. Don't. I said don't. Get.
Yeah.
Fucking freak. That's shit you would say to a dog when you want a dog to leave you alone. I've said that shit to dogs. I ain't even gonna lie. And then he tries to be all nice and sweet to him. He's like, hey, Mom, be proud. He'll be real proud. There's 2 more. He's trying to be all sweet. After he just got done yelling at him, treating him like a dog and shit. That's why I've always loved this scene.
Sounds looking real good.
Right here.
Almost finished with one start.
Sounds looking real good.
A bit perfect. What'd I tell you, huh? And you work more real now? Mom will be proud.
Should be real proud.
Yeah. She'll be real proud. She always said that you're talented.
Well, ain't this a real nice surprise?
It's too much. Still got a lot of work to do.
Drew Tyler says, Bubba. Get your stupid wax face in here right now. You going through my shit? God damn it, are you fucking with me? I don't know why I'm making this guy like more white trash than what he really is. Because he's not even that white trash. I'm just making him out to be like really white trash. Now this is where Nick comes in and says, don't be so stupid. It's gonna hear us.
I saw Paige and Blake's bodies. They're dead.
Gotta go. Yeah.
You know what would be really cool? Obviously they can't do it this year. But next year, or a year, sometime after that, Universal Studios, Hollywood Horror Nights, isn't that where they do the Horror Nights thing at? They should do a House of Wax haunted house. I think that'd be pretty fucking cool. Because they've done, like, the Saw one was really good. Like, I've never been, but I have seen, like, video footage and shit like that. The Saw one looked really fucking cool. I heard the Purge one, they did, like, Stranger Things, like, they have a Halloween one. House of Wax would be a great one. To try to walk in and try to find the way out of the House of Wax. Have all these wax figures by in, shit, Vincent popping out. That's a fucking cool idea. I don't know why they never did that. That'd make a great haunted house. For like Hollywood Horror Nights or something like that. Yep, still smells like the shit he used to work with. That's definitely his. Dalton, did you crap your pants again? Drew says, I will contact Universal. Good luck with that. Don't you think that would be cool though? I think it'd be pretty cool. I mean, that's just me. I think a House of Wax haunted house would be pretty fucking cool. Ew. Oh, Shelby's here. She's stopping in to say hey to everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing well. I think everybody else in here is doing well tonight. Hopefully you're doing well. You're staying safe. You're healthy and shit like that. So yeah, I'm glad you got to stop by at least for a second, Shelby. He's like, I'm gonna kick his ass. Come on, put it. Ain't gonna put nobody else to sleep. Come on. Did you see the way he walked in? Vincent walked in like, I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine. But yes, I'm glad Shelby was able to make it in and say hello. Drew says, to be honest, I can contact Universal Music Group. I work with them. Do you really? That's awesome. That's just music. Hey, still, man. This is fucking cool. I love that the whole rest of the movie, the whole House of Wax is in fucking flames and everything's melting and shit. I think it's cool. I love that. All the heads coming out of the wall. That's your dead boyfriend.
No.
God damn, how many of you are there? Come here, boy. I'm gonna glue your lips shut. That was my mama's favorite couch. It wasn't a couch. You guys know what I mean, though. Me and the brother used to do this all the time. Goodbye. I love the smiley face chick. Well, it's got the big ass smile. I love when she starts smiling. She's like, eh. It's fucking weird. Hey, those are some substantial books. Who's gonna replace those? Yeah. That doesn't feel very good, does it? RKO! RKO out of nowhere! I don't believe it! By God, what a slobber knocker! Crew member says melted cheese on a burger, maybe. Talking to Drew. What did Drew say? Did I not see? Hang on. Oh. Drew says the wax melting makes my fat ass hungry. I don't know why. Melted cheese on a burger, maybe? Ooh. Ooh, okay. Hell yeah. I can see that. God damn. No! He's like, he's pissed now. Again, these actors, Alicia and Chad Michael Murray, when they were shooting all this end stuff and all the wax melting around them, a lot of it was peanut butter, and they got stuck and fell so many times because they're literally like walking through peanut butter. Like when she's trying to walk across the bed that's melting in a few minutes. Oh, here comes the smiley chick. Nice breasts. Eee. Yeah, this bed right here, when she's trying to run across it later, it's like peanut butter. And the behind the scenes footage, you can see her like getting stuck and shit. Don't worry, I'm coming. Don't be dead by the time I get up here. I might be a minute. You can hold your own until I get there, right, sis? This is cool. That nice little symbolism there. Cutting them where they got cut. Ew, his face all like... Listen
to me. Listen to me. Why are you talking?
His wax mask is melting.
And the high chairs. No. We're not ready. He was.
I'm special, that's what my mom says. Ew. Oh my god. That is fucking terrifying. Oh shit.
You're an artist. Well, I was lying to you. You really think that your mother would have wanted you to do this?
Well, you know.
Please don't kill me.
Now that's an idea. Thank you. And Nick is going back in the ring, folks. I don't believe it. Oh, you do look like your brother. Hey, wait a minute. What the fuck? Sorry. Blood Red Skies is here. How you doing? It says, God, I am late. Yeah, it's the movie's almost over, but don't worry, we'll probably still hang out for a few minutes after the movie's over with, so. Don't worry, we'll still hang out, and then you can always watch this later. You can always watch the movie along with this later. That's what I love about live. If you miss it live, that's okay. You can still watch the playback. This house is on fire. Crew member says the cops didn't even want to know what was going on. Yeah, they were like, the cops are sitting at the station in the next county going, oh, Ambrose? That's none of my business. I like that. I've always liked that shot, of the shot of the fingers. Blood Red Sky says, already, yeah, I know, these go by quick, don't they? And I even talked for like a good 15, probably 20 minutes at the beginning before we even started the movie. Don't worry, we'll still hang out afterwards for a little bit. Okay, that shot didn't look the best. That shot doesn't hold up so well. The shot where it was coming down like that, it's like, alright. The rest of it I still think looks pretty good. I think it still looks pretty solid, man. But yeah, Blood Red Skies, we're pretty much at the end of the movie now. And there they go. Just like how they came into the world, that's how they go out. Yeah, the House of Wax is falling down. House of Wax is falling down. Silver Shamrock. If you guys didn't know, that's like the same tune. Literally, they've said, it's like, yeah, we used that tune and just changed the words. Alright, here's the big wrap-up. Evil's punished. Cops are here. No more house. We're safe. We're good. This is the wrap-up. How's it gonna end, I wonder?
Hey, my friend's camera. Hey, that's my friend's camera.
Sorry, son. It's Evans. You guys okay? Well, don't worry. We'll get you to the hospital.
How could no one have known about
I want to go to the hospital. I want to go home, motherfucker. This is the worst road trip ever.
It's been abandoned 10 years. Ever since that sugar mill shut down. Yeah, it ain't even on the map anymore. We found all those cars in that old factory. Those Sinclair boys were putting people up the interstate for years. Working for all the
Sarah, you gotta stop doing stuff like that. Sarah says, you know they fell in the wax. Why is it not still in her hair? Good question. Very good question. You gotta stop picking shit apart like that. You do that all the time. But I need to mention fucking Kylo Ren's nose. How about we don't? How about Scotty, we don't? Okay, let's talk about this cliffhanger here in a second.
There's some good memories on this.
You took it.
My little thief brother, I knew you had it in you.
You okay?
Stealing cars, stealing cameras.
Okay. Sheriff,
This part. Okay. This is the big cliffhanger.
Brandon Sinclair.
This is the big sequel setup.
The doctor didn't have two sons. They had three.
Well, goddamn! Where's this third brother been then, huh? Why did he not show up during any of this? What's the fucking... Y'all need a hand? I'm only fooling, it's not real, see? It's fucking Charlie Manson, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Just chilling on the truck like, have a good day. Crew member says, triplets! There we go, there's My Chemical Romance. Hell yeah, I'm right back in like 2005 again, baby. Honestly, this is my favorite My Chemical Romance song. Hell yeah, we're gonna rock out to this for a minute, then we'll address the sequel, and then, as far as triplets, crew member says triplets, I don't think they were triplets. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I missed something. They said, they didn't have two sons, they had three. We know that Bo and Vincent were Siamese twins. I think the other guy was just born on his own. I don't think he was a triplet. He's either older or younger, but I'm pretty sure he's just his own thing. As far as the sequel, this was brought up earlier. Should we get a sequel to House of Wax? If you're asking me, a guy who really adores this film, really enjoys the shit out of it, unapologetically adores it, will always defend this movie till my dying day, I would not want a sequel to House of Wax. Not now. If it was 2006, 2007, sure, why not? But even then, there's still a couple issues. Because, first of all, where do you go? Sure, you have the cliffhanger about the third brother, but he didn't do anything in this movie other than bring them to the town. The town, now the cops know about, the House of Wax is burned down, Bo and Vincent are burned down, so their work, I don't think their brother's going to continue their work. I don't think he cared. I don't think he gave a shit. He's just like, well, okay, they're pretty close, I might as well just bring them to my brothers, and then they'll take care of it. So I mean, story-wise, I don't know where you go. You could have... I don't know. I don't think he would be going around killing people because I don't think he cares. House of Wax is gone. The cops now know that the town existed and that everybody in it's wax. I'm pretty sure they're gonna like demolish the shit out of that place. So from a story, I don't know where you go. Also timing. Like I said, 2006, 2007, maybe they could have gotten away with it, come up with a great story, and I probably would have been for it then. Now, I think too much time has passed. I don't think, aside from, like, the horror community, I don't think the casual audience really gives a shit about House of Wax. The majority of the casual audience. Like, if you did House of Wax Chapter 2, or House of Wax Part 2, or something like that, I'd be like, I don't even remember the first one. I think too much time has passed. They probably wouldn't be able to make enough. As much as I love this movie, and would have liked a sequel back then maybe if they would have came up with a good idea, I personally don't want a sequel now. I wouldn't want to see it. I think this one being a standalone is fine, the way it is. I mean, I get that it's a remake, but for the most part, this movie pretty much stands on its own, and I think it does it very well. And sure, it sets up a sequel, but I think you could just leave this one alone, and it'll be fine. Blood Red Sky says, great song. Yes, I love that song, My Chemical Romance. Blood Red Sky says, out of the two twins, who do you enjoy watching more? Vincent. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Vincent on this one. I like Bo too, though. I think I'm going to go with Vincent is because that he did all the waxing, right? He did the hard part. Okay, what does Bo actually contribute other than I'm going to chase you around for a bit until my brother finds you? Other than that, he doesn't really do too much. Because Vincent wanted to wax them while they were still alive, right? While they were still breathing. Bo, it looked like he just wanted to kill him. Vincent, well, he still wasn't going to give you a chance. He wasn't going to let you get away. He did even worse. Bo at least would put you out of your misery, but Vincent would torture the shit out of you. And that's a pretty cool thing for a villain to do. So I'll probably have to go Vincent on this one. And the whole thing, the whole like twist or whatever, that Bo was the one acting out and not the deformed looking Vincent in the beginning of the movie, the one that was getting abused and screaming and yelling and shit. That was Bo. I think that makes sense. I think the opening makes sense. It's a nice little twist throw in there. They don't make too big of a deal out of it. But yeah. Drew says, have hope. They made like 7 wrong turns. Well, 8. They're making a new one, buddy. Oh, wait, no. They made 6 and then this new one coming out. So it's 7 total. You're right. Yeah, they're doing another one. I think this one's like a reboot or something. I think this one's just called Wrong Turn. I don't think this is Wrong Turn Part 7. I think it's a reboot. I think it's a remake. Sarah had she's talking about getting the wax in the hair. She says, like, I get it was hot in there because of the fire, but no matter what, it'd still be in her hair. It's not that easy to get out. I don't know what to tell you. Crew member says Roadkill guy was played by Damon Harriman. That's his name. I couldn't think of his name. I was drawing a blank on his name. I might as well turn the time counter over. Credits are over with. Okay. Alright. So, yeah. I couldn't think of his name, but yeah, I love that dude. He was great in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for the little that he's there. He's great in this movie. I'm sure I've seen him pop up in like a couple other things along the way, but those are 2 things I always remember from. Sarah says he doesn't even have a name. In the credits, it's just Roadkill Driver. Okay, yeah, I didn't think he had a name, because I never remembered a name by him. So yeah, we'll hang out for about 10 minutes or so. So throw in some questions. We'll do like a Q&A, ask me anything type thing, like we usually do at the end of the show for a few minutes. And then while you guys are throwing in your questions, I will talk about the housekeeping stuff, just in case you missed it at the beginning of the show. Blood Red Sky says, do you like the Crow films? Part 1 gets me super emotional. Spoiler alert, guys. It was going to be a couple months before I mentioned anything about The Crow, or at least, like, my thoughts on the movie. I'm sure I would have, like, referenced and quoted it and all that shit along the way, but I wasn't going to, like, give you my thoughts on The Crow until October, because I do have something planned for that. I might as well just get it out of the way now, so you guys know what you're in for by the time October comes around. Blood Red Sky says, do you like The Crow films? Part 1 gets me emotional. I love The Crow. The first one. It's my favorite movie of all time. I watch that movie in sickness and in health, on good days and bad days. I never get tired of that movie. I know it like the back of my hand, and, that's new. But I love that movie. I love the first Crow movie. Where's Eric? It's time to get Eric out for a minute. There's my Eric Draven Funko Pop. He's with me for every stream. You guys usually can't see him in the backdrop, but he's here. He's always here with us. Yeah. Favorite movie of all time, bar none. I absolutely love the first Crow movie. The sequels. Look. I don't think there should have been sequels, but they made sequels anyway. Okay, it's based off a graphic novel. It's like a comic book here. It's a comic book character. So I get it. Sequels were pretty much bound to happen. However, Crow 2, I haven't seen the Crow sequels in years, so my memory, the Crow 2's it's okay. The Crow 3, it's like a bad TV movie. A bad TV movie. And The Crow 4, Wicked Prayer, the one with Tara Reid and Angel from Buffy, let's not talk about that one. And then they made a Crow TV series, or they tried to. Yeah, that didn't work out either. Look, I get it, they're going to make sequels. I gave every sequel a chance. I gave them a fair chance, but I can't do it. I can't sit through the sequels. To me, there's just that one Crow movie, and that's it. So, yeah. Mike says, my cycloptic colleague. That's Vincent. Oh, that's fucked up. You're right, though. Blood Red Sky says, wow. Yep, it's pretty crazy. I got something planned for The Crow in October. I'm not going to say what it is yet. Could be a review. Could be a watch party. Could be a whole stream dedicated to it. Could be all the above. Could be none of the above. You know, I'm not going to say what it is. But there is something coming for The Crow this October. Brother of Sky says, don't like the sequel. Some Stairway to Heaven episodes actually get me emotional. I haven't seen all of Stairway to Heaven in its entirety, and unfortunately that show didn't see itself in its entirety either. But, yeah, I only watched a few episodes of it. I couldn't do it. Like I said, the sequels, they exist. They're there. Some people might like them. Some people might fucking hate them like I do. To me, it's just the one Crow movie, and that's it. Yeah, I'll talk more about that in October when we actually start doing what I'm planning on doing for it. But yeah, I love The Crow. To answer your question, a very simple yes. I love The Crow. Sequels, not so much. So yeah, housekeeping. Let's get back into housekeeping again. Drew Tyler says, have you seen The Godfather 1 and 2? Of course. I've seen Godfather 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, if you guys missed at the beginning of the show, every Saturday night we do watch parties here. It's not just tonight. It's every Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And next week's watch party, get ready because we're doing The Craft. That's right, from 1996 or 97, I can't remember. But yeah, we're going to be doing The Craft. I'm pretty excited about that one. This Monday, every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do Snyder Live, which is basically where we pick a main topic, we talk 2 hours about that topic, and then we usually leave some time at the end for like open Q&As and shit like that. But this Monday's Snyder Live episode is going to be the stream of Chucky. We're going to talk about Chucky, all the good, the bad, the ugly, everything that has to do with Child's Play and the Child's Play franchise we're going to talk about. So that's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys have been following the channel, you guys seen the announcement about the Saw watch parties. One Saw movie a week for 8 weeks as a watch party, and it starts Saturday, August 15th. So, yeah, I'm very excited about that. I love the Saw movies, as you guys will very quickly find out. We're only 14 days away. We're 2 weeks away. 2 weeks to this day away from starting the Saw watch party. So, yeah, that's pretty fucking exciting. I'm very excited for that. And then another big thing that's coming this month is Hollow Wednesday. It starts August 19th. Me and Filthy Dan over at Filthy Dan's Film Discussion has decided to collaborate together and partner up to bring you our Halloween review series. And we're going to review one Halloween movie a week. They're going to drop on Wednesdays, and that'll start August 19th. For those of you wondering, why are we starting Halloween reviews in August? There's 11 movies. If we do one review a week, it's going to take us 11 weeks, hence why we are starting in the middle of August, wrapping up at the end of October. The big thing is we didn't want to bleed into November. So that was like our big thing, is like we got to start in the middle of August if we do this. Very excited for that as well. And the review for the first Halloween, Hollow Wednesday will begin August 19th, which is a Wednesday. It'll be the Wednesday after the first Saw watch party. So there's that. All right. Now let's get back to your questions. We'll hang out for a little bit longer. A few minutes of the show. I just want to make sure I don't miss any comments. So yeah. Give me just a second. Okay. I got the stream pulled up here now. Come over here just to make sure. Drew says, hell yeah, I watched The Craft a couple months ago. It's a great movie, man. I love it. I enjoy it quite a bit. I haven't watched it in a while. Again, it's been a few months for me as well. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. The Craft, I've always liked The Craft. The Craft is a pretty good movie. That's another one that doesn't get talked about that often these days, and I think it deserves a little bit of recognition. So we're going to give it some recognition on Saturday. Drew says, do you think the Terminator series should end? Yes. Now, I have not watched Dark Fate yet. I have it sitting in my queue. I just haven't got around to watching it yet. But I think it's time for that series to end, at least for a few years. I'd say like 10 years, at least 10 years minimum. 10 years minimum. Just let it die. I haven't seen Dark Fate yet. I've heard mostly negative things about it. There are some people out there who do like it. So I like Genesis for what it was. I thought, at least from what I've seen, because like I said, I haven't seen Dark Fate yet. At least from what I've seen, Genesis was the one I liked the most after T2. I love T1 and I love T2. T3 I'm not a big fan of. I don't like Salvation. Genesis I enjoyed for what it was. Still not great. Still not even that good, but I had fun with it. Dark Fate I haven't seen yet. But yeah, I think it's time to put Terminator to bed, at least for a good 10 years, and then reboot it with a different cast. I think Arnold's Terminator should be done. I love the dude. I love Arnold. One of my favorite dudes in fucking history to ever live. But I think it's time for Terminator to be done. Blood Red Sky says, what do you think of Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler? Is that a joke? No. No, you genuinely don't know my thoughts on Jack and Jill. I hate it. So there you go. Yeah. Not a fan. Adam Sandler, man, he's had a lot of misses in the last few years, but he'll throw in an uncut gem every once in a while. No, he'll still make a good one here and there, but they're few and far between these days. By the way, I liked Uncut Gems. I thought Uncut Gems was pretty good. And there's still a couple of the newer Adam Sandler movies that I haven't watched yet. I haven't watched that murder mystery one yet. I haven't watched like Sandy Wexler yet. Other than Uncut Gems, the last Adam Sandler movie I saw was, I think, The Do-Over. Thoughts on Requiem for a Dream? I love it. It's classic. I haven't watched that movie in years, like probably since I was young. I'm due to rewatch that one though. But I've liked it back in the day. So, Blood Red Skies, what are your thoughts on Jack and Jill? Have you seen exploitation horror like Cannibal Holocaust? Some. Not very many. I try to stay as far away from those films as possible. I have seen Cannibal Holocaust. I have not seen like a Serbian film, though. I've stayed away from that film at all costs. I haven't watched like Human Centipede, shit like that. Blood Red Skies also hates it, so good deal. At least we got that in common. But yeah, things like Cannibal Holocaust, I usually try to stay pretty far away from. I'm into a lot of fucked up shit. I like a lot of fucked up shit in my horror movies, but that's too much. Yeah. I hate Jack and Jill. Me too. Let me just double check here. What'd you think of tonight's, it was a good stream, I thought, you guys. Crew member says, Black Sheep or Tommy Boy? Guessing Tommy Boy, since it's one you quote more. I think I actually prefer Black Sheep overall. Black Sheep's great. Black Sheep is a class. Like I grew up with Tommy Boy and Black Sheep. I used to watch those all the time growing up. Yes, I do prefer Tommy Boy. I think that's pretty obvious. But yeah, I think that's pretty obvious how much I love Tommy Boy. But I do like Black Sheep still. As far as which one do I prefer, yeah, I prefer Tommy Boy. Tyler says, I mean like 80s horror only, like The Prowler. That one is scary. Yeah, The Prowler's good. Dude, I haven't watched The Prowler in a long time. Again, it's been years. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get... The Prowler is definitely one that I want to rewatch soon. Or at least sometime in the near future. I remember liking The Prowler. You know what I just rewatched the other day? I know this is kind of like unrelated and off topic. I shouldn't say the other day. It's been a few weeks, probably a month by now. The Burning. I just rewatched The Burning not that long ago. That movie's still pretty fucked up. That raft scene's, man. Even when I was a young lad and I saw that movie for the first time, up until now, where it had been a while since I've seen it, but while watching it again, man, that raft scene still gets me every time. Oh, I love the great Tom Savini. Yeah, the Prowler's great. Tom Savini, anybody who is a fan, anybody who is like really deep into, well, I shouldn't say really deep. I'm not really deep into the horror community, but anybody who knows their shit about behind the scenes of horror films and shit like that knows the name Tom Savini. Same with Greg Nicotero. Those are like two names that, you know, if you know enough about horror, you know instantly who that is. And all the shit they did for the horror genre, especially in the 80s. Another Tom Savini, nice. I am due for a rewatch of The Burning. Yeah, The Burning still holds up for me. And that rap scene still gets me every time. It had been a while since I had watched it before. But yeah. Scott Glenn says, Scream 5 can't make Dewey the killer because people would compare it to the Scary Movie 1 ending. I mean, I think that's kind of why they haven't done that. Well, that's probably not why. But I'm sure that's in the back of their minds every time they do a Scream movie. I'm sure every time they're getting ready to make another Scream movie, then Dewey's going to be in it. I'm sure that's in the back of everybody's minds. Like, we can't have Dewey the killer because of Scary Movie. What Scary Movie did. Or Scott Glenn also says, or even Shriek If I Know What You Did Last Friday the 13th. I only seen that movie once, and I can't even remember anything from it. I seen it once, didn't like it, and I just thought, yeah, Scary Movie is far superior to this. But yeah, so I can't really comment too much on that movie. I seen it once, and I think I saw it on like a streaming service for free. This was years ago, though. Or maybe I rented the DVD as videos. I don't remember. Like I said, I've seen it one time and haven't watched it since. Blood Red Sky says, love The Burning. Me too. If you love classic 80s camp slashers, like your Friday the 13th or Sleepaway Camp, shit like that, definitely check out The Burning. I love Sleepaway Camp too. The first one. It's been a long time since I watched any of the sequels. It's been a long time since I watched 2, 3, haven't seen 4, and I think there's a 5th one out that I didn't even fucking know about. Scott Glenn, sorry about that, says it's a bland version of Scary Movie. Yeah, it is. That's why I never watched it again. And I didn't like it, though. I thought the jokes... And they have, like, Chucky in that one, too. Or is that a different movie I'm thinking of? Yeah. I know Chucky's in Stan Helsing, but I know... Didn't they do something with Chucky and Shriek as well? I could be wrong. I don't know. Alright, about 5 more minutes. So, guys, and then we'll get on out of here. Let you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. This was a fun stream. They're always fun. I love hanging out with you guys. And I love that I get to do this twice a week, too. And give you some stuff in between, too. You guys got spoiled this last week. I put out a lot of shit within the last week. Don't expect every week to be like that. But, yeah. There's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes. Most of it you guys know about, but there's some of it you don't yet. And the stuff that's coming like soon, like within the next couple of weeks soon, you guys know about. There's still some stuff I'm keeping pretty under wraps. And of course, yes, the Hollow Wednesdays reviews, the Halloween reviews. If you guys saw my Scream reviews, you've seen that I did skits, like little fun skits for the intros that kind of had a very loose story arc, right? And it's going to be the same thing with that. The Halloween ones are getting skits as well, with a very loose story arc. Some you'll have to watch my channel for, some you'll have to watch Filthy Dan's channel for. So be sure to go check out his channel. And yeah, they're gonna the Halloween ones are gonna have skits as well. This one's not going to be as like fun and jokey and a little bit humorous. There's still gonna be humor in there. Don't get me wrong, but for what the small story arc that I got going, for what we're like mixing around and shit, most of it's gonna be taken seriously. For the most, like I don't want to give too much away. You know what? I think I might I'll tell you like the loose story arc, at least for my end of the videos. Filthy Dan's kind of doing some of it. He's gonna do his own thing for. Some of it, ours are gonna go together. That's all I'm gonna say without spoiling anything. But it's giving too much away. Let's just say that Dr. Loomis. The Dr. Loomis is going to have a pretty intricate role in the skits for the Halloween reviews. And that's why a lot of it's going to be taken seriously, because it's Dr. Loomis, and we all know how Dr. Loomis is when it comes to Michael Myers. I'm not going to say what the storyline is or what Dr. Loomis is going to be up to and shit like that, but don't worry, there's going to be Michael in there too. But Dr. Loomis, he's going to be like the bulk, of at least my side of it, and that's going to be taken more seriously for the most part. There'll still be humor and stuff sprinkled in, but yeah, that's what I'm pretty excited to share. I'm pretty excited to do those skits and just those reviews in general for you guys. But yeah, shit like that. I've been working very hard behind the scenes, planning and plotting and brainstorming and putting different ideas and shit together. Scott Glenn says, I will watch. Good deal. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Crew member says, Filthy Dan always wears a mask in his videos. I've seen. Yes, he does. And one of our characters wears a mask as well. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah. And like I said, there's 11 movies. There's 11 Halloween movies, so which means there's going to be 11 skits. And yes, I'm at least me, on my side of it, I'm doing skits for all of them. Even Halloween 3 is getting a skit. So yes, there's going to be 11 little pieces to the puzzle. And by the time we get to the end, it'll be kind of like the Scream ones. By the time we get to the end, it'll be a very loose story arc. The skits will have. So, alright guys, this has been really fun. I'm going to check on out of here. You guys have been awesome. I fucking love you guys. I love this movie, House of Wax, man. I always have a good time revisiting that one. It was really fun revisiting it again. This time with you guys involved. We had some great conversations tonight, some great debates. We had a lot of good laughs, too, if I might say so myself. We always do. So if you guys are new to the channel, 2 live shows a week. Snyder Live, Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we do a weekly watch party Saturday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then plus you get some shit in between. So, make sure if you guys are not subscribed, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel because that's what all the other cool YouTubers say. And I want to be just like them. Links to all my social media pages are in the description box below. They're also all my social media handles are in the little footer on the bottom of the screen there. If you guys don't want to click on the link, just go to each of those social media sites and then type in that in the search bar, and I'm sure I'll pop up. There's a couple things coming. Like I said, I've already announced, like, video-wise, what's coming out in the next couple weeks. There might be something else or two coming. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, guys. You guys have been fun. So, in closing, let me just say to you guys, be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes!